Major General Syed Majid Khademi, the head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps intelligence organization, has been killed in what Iran's elite force is calling a criminal terrorist attack, conducted by a combined US-Israel operation during ongoing hostilities, described by Tehran as the third imposed war. Notably, the IRGC, in a statement carried by the IRGC-affiliated agency, said Khademi had served for decades in intelligence and security roles and was instrumental in safeguarding Iran's security and countering foreign infiltration. Notably, the statement did not provide specific details on where the attack occurred or how it was carried out, but declared that he had attained the exalted grace of martyrdom. Iran's Revolutionary Guards offered condolences to the country's supreme leader, its armed forces leadership, and to Khademi's family and colleagues, saying further information about funeral and burial arrangements would be released in due course. Well-state media in Iran also framed his death within the broader context of escalating conflict between Iran and his adversaries. The announcement comes amid intense military exchanges across the region. According to the reports, Israel forces have conducted a series of strikes against what they described as regime targets in Tehran. Iranian state broadcaster also reported that some strikes affected residential areas, including damage to civilian infrastructure, such as a university facility, which led to gas outages in parts of the capital. Meanwhile, in Israel, emergency services confirmed civilian casualties following Iranian missile strikes. In the northern city of Haifa, a missile impact on a residential building caused partial collapse, killing at least 2 people, with rescuers searching for others reported missing in the rubble. Iranian officials have also issued stern warnings of further retaliation if civilian targets continue to be struck. A spokesman for Iran's Khatam al-Anbiya central headquarters said that any additional attacks on civilian infrastructure would prompt much more devastating and widespread responses. Diplomatic tensions have surged as well. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem accused US President Donald Trump of threatening actions that could constitute war crimes under the Rome Statute by targeting Iranian power plants and bridges. President Donald Trump, for his part, has warned that failure by Tehran to reopen key maritime routes, including the Strait of Hormuz, could lead to strikes on Iranian infrastructure, setting deadlines in recent social media posts. Beyond Iran and Israel, hostilities have rippled across the Gulf. Kuwait's military reported intercepting incoming missiles and drones, and the UAE air defense systems responded to similar threats, with debris injuring 1 person in Abu Dhabi. Meanwhile, in Lebanon, Israel strikes killed at least 15 people and wounded dozens, while Hezbollah said that it had launched rockets towards northern Israel towns. Well, global energy markets reacted sharply to rising geopolitical risk, with oil benchmarks climbing as concerns grew over potential supply disruptions linked to the widening conflict. And in a separate development, President Donald Trump announced the rescue of a USAN man from a downed F-15 fighter jet in what he described as a daring multi-aircraft operation. Iran's military, however, called that account completely foiled, illustrating the conflicting narratives surrounding recent events. And as the situation continues to evolve, Iran's Revolutionary Guards have not yet released additional operation details regarding the attack that killed Major General Majid Khademi, leaving analysts to monitor both the military and diplomatic fronts for further developments. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.